Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's election day here in America, and I got an action-packed video for you today. We're first of all going to look at some of Trump's last remarks and some of his guests at the Grand Rapids, Michigan rally last night. Then I'm also going to show you later on in the video, so stay tuned, because there's this University of Iowa professor who points out that Robert F. Kennedy still being on the ballot could be an issue for Trump. I don't know. I'm going to show you that, and then I want to get your opinion on it. And then finally, at the very end, we're going to have a little bit of fun, and we're going to go to one of the smallest communities where they already cast their votes in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire. Already done. There's only 6 people that voted, so I think you might get a kick out of that. But all right, let's start out the video with Amer Ghalib, the Democratic Muslim mayor of Hamtramck, Michigan. He speaks at former President Trump's campaign event in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Here's what he said.
Come here. He has been an unbelievable unifier. This is one of the greatest men in your state, and I want to just thank you. Come here, say a couple of words.
Thank you so much. Well, good morning. It's another day. I spoke earlier before you came, and I told the crowd that tomorrow, or today actually, is going to be a historic day, and we shall celebrate a historic victory today. I'm very proud that I endorsed President Trump, and I broke the wall of fear among the Arab American and Muslim Americans, and I destroyed that wall of isolation and the wall of silence and the wall of hesitance among the Arab Americans. And now, today, we had a survey that was posted among the Arab Americans in the Metro Detroit, and it shows that President Trump is leading by 76%. And Harris earlier had 3%, and the rest was for others. So we are in a mission to end that disconnect between the minorities and the Republican Party, and to make it the party of inclusion. And we are in a mission, which is the priority for us today, to send President Trump back to the White House. So like I said earlier, he has done everything possible to gain your support. He told me last Friday that it was 62 days of hard work with no break and no rest, and today it's 65 days with no rest. So he has used everything possible to gain your support. Hard work, seriousness, comedy, sarcasm, everything. So how is he a threat to our democracy, as the fake news keep saying, and the other party? So I ask you and I urge you to go out and vote tomorrow. And I think we have a big chance. I'm very optimistic that we will make history and we will win and make America great again. Thank you so much. Very optimistic.
Great guy. He's a great man, and I'll tell you, you have hundreds of thousands of people that follow, and that could be a very big difference. The Democrats are not happy about this. This was supposed to be their vote, and they're not at all happy. But really a great young guy. He's a young guy, and wow, what a leader. So thank you very much. If we win this state, you're going to be very responsible for it, too, and I think we will.
All right. right, guys. So again, it's just super cool to see like a Muslim mayor going up there and supporting Donald Trump, and that shows you guys, it doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, whatever you are. Common sense economics is common sense, right? You don't need a master's degree. You don't have to be you don't have to be a white Christian to understand the common sense American values. It works. Anyway, great message there from that Democratic mayor. Isn't that crazy? Democratic mayor. But anyway, all right. So former President Trump at this rally, he's inviting his children, their spouses, to speak at his. This is the final campaign event, guys. I mean, it all comes down to this. All right. And guys, I got to say, get out there and vote today, guys. If you haven't voted yet, go out there, vote. If you're watching the video after it's too late, well, hey, thanks for watching. By the way, guys, leave a like on the video. It really does help out my channel, and I appreciate all the support from you guys. All right, so let's check out this clip, guys, because I want y'all to see Donald Trump bringing his kids out and seeing what they say here.
Are we ready to turn Michigan red today? Today is the day that we send a loud and clear message to the mainstream media, to the establishment, to Hollywood, to the swamp, that it is not them. It is we, the people, who get to choose our president. And we're choosing Donald J. Trump. This has been almost a decade of doing this, and it has been my honor to be a part of this family, to be out speaking on behalf of a man who I love, not just because he's my father-in-law, but because he is going to save this country and going to save the world. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Get everybody out to vote. Thank you, Michigan.
Thank you, guys. Today, when you wake up with not very much sleep, you gotta get to the polls. You gotta bring your friends and your families and your loved ones, and we have to make it too big to rig. Guys, it's simple. It's a unique election. You've lived under both candidates. People like to pretend like it's not the Harris-Biden regime that has destroyed your American dream, our country, our economy, the entire world, and Western civilization. Well, you guys, starting right now, it's on you to reclaim what is yours, your country. It would be an honor for me, for you guys to show the same amount of resolve that this man showed on July 13th when he took a bullet to the face and came back defiant. You guys take that attitude to the polls, to your text messages to your friends. If you've early voted, drive everyone you know to the polls. That resolve is what kept us at peace. That resolve is what made trade deals. That resolve's gonna save America, and it's gonna put America first again, once and for all. So guys, now it's up to you. You make our country proud like he makes us proud each and every day. Let's get it done, America. Let's get it done, Michigan. Let's go.
Well, good morning, Michigan. Who else could have this many people at 2 a.m.? Only Donald Trump. Guys, I've watched the hell that they put him through for the last 10 years. I mean, the fake impeachments, the dossiers, the Russia hoax, going after his Supreme Court justices, censoring him, taking away his First Amendment right, trying to take him off the ballots in various states all across the country, raiding his home. And yet he comes out every single day and he fights and he fights and he fights. And when other candidates have packed it in for the night, you know who's standing on the stage at 2 a.m.? It's Donald Trump. America, it's time for us to pick our fighter, and it's that man right there. And I can tell you, as a son, as a family, we have never been more proud of a person in our life. I have never been more proud to stand on a stage with somebody in my life. He's the most remarkable man I know. And I promise you, I will be on the stage till the end of earth with you because I truly believe in you. And I believe what you're doing for this country and what you're doing for our children. And you are going to save democracy in the United States, and you're going to keep peace in the world. And I love you, and we're proud of you. And let's make America great again. Thank you, Michigan.
Hello. So my father has never stopped, and he will never stop working for you guys. So let's get out there. Let's vote for prosperity. Let's vote for the future that we want to have for our children and for our future generations. Thank you.
All right, guys. So again, kind of just an incredible moment there. Last rally, 2 a.m. actually this morning on Election Day, but it was, of course, last night. And just, man, a lot of energy, guys, around this campaign. And it's just going to be super fun tonight to see the election results rolling in, guys, and just hoping and praying for that red wave. I think it's going to happen. You know, there was a guy that endorsed Donald Trump yesterday. You may know him, Joe Rogan. And guys, isn't this kind of crazy? Like, Joe Rogan has Donald Trump on his show, right? Then he gets J.D. Vance, and then Elon Musk, and then he comes out and endorses him. And man, what a power punch, guys, this is. Like, I've been saying this for a while, guys, and you know, you saw it there in that video. It's got to be too big to rig, because, and I think it's that philosophy that really is going to push Trump to the win, because people aren't complacent. They're not sitting on the sideline, but they're getting out there and they're voting. They're making a difference. Anyway, this next clip, Donald Trump is celebrating this endorsement from Joe Rogan. Y'all check this out.
I did a thing a couple of weeks ago with a very smart guy and very special talent. He's got the #1 podcast, they say, by like 4 times. Joe Rogan. And a lot of people thought they loved that. It was 3 hours. Oh, it was so terrible because I did it. And I said, Joe, I got a rally of this size waiting for me in a very far away place. I'm going to be very late, like 2.5 hours late. But we kept talking. It went 3 hours and 15 minutes or something. Then when I got up there, it was cold, a little bitter, and everybody waited. Nobody left. And I explained to him, look, Joe is the #1 guy. He kept me late. But I'm doing it because we have to win. And not one person was unhappy. We had a great time. And I said, we're going to devote a lot more time. It was pretty late at night. It was worse than this, okay? I can tell you. But Joe Rogan just announced, and he doesn't do this at all. I don't think he's ever done it. But he just announced that he's giving me his complete and total endorsement. Can you imagine that? Wow.
So there you go, guys. Joe Rogan, the legend, has officially endorsed Donald Trump for president. Now, guys, I want to pivot here because there was this University of Iowa professor, Tim Hagle. He points out that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is still on the ballot in Iowa, where there's only, guys, a 3-point difference between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, according to this Iowa poll. So the big question here is, could his place on the ballot put a damper on the Trump campaign? That's the big question. I want y'all to check out this clip as they discuss this. And then, guys, leave a comment down below and let me know what you think about Robert F. Kennedy still being on the ballot, whether it's going to affect the election or whether Donald Trump should get a win either way, or whether he was going to lose anyway. Of course, we're hoping that he wins. Check this clip out.
Every vote matters in this race. And something I noted from the Iowa poll was that RFK Jr. is still technically on the ballot for Iowa, and he actually made up 3% of this poll. Now, let's just say, for argument's sake, that this poll is correct. How do you think this could put a damper on the Trump campaign to still technically have RFK Jr. on the ballot in Iowa?
Yeah, and in fact, I saw a short clip today posted on Twitter, X, where Kennedy was saying, hey, look, don't vote for me. And he was explaining why he was supporting Trump and so forth. So what the Kennedy campaign did is initially, of course, they were fighting hard to get on the ballot in a lot of states. But then when he decided to suspend his candidacy and support Trump, he then had to face the choice of trying to get off the ballot. Now, he didn't try to do that in every state. He only really focused on the states that were swing states, where it might make more of a difference, where even a few percentage points for him might swing the state to Harris rather than to Trump. And that's because getting off the ballot requires some time and energy as well. And so for states that he figured were easy Trump wins, or relatively easy Trump wins, there wasn't going to go through the effort and expense of trying to get off the ballot. Well, Iowa happened to be one of those states. If you look at those maps for the last couple of months at least, that have had Iowa solidly in the red in the Trump category. So Kennedy didn't make an effort to get off the ballot here in Iowa. Now, if in fact the Iowa poll is correct and it's much closer than anybody expected, then maybe if a couple percent, 2, maybe even 3% actually voted for Kennedy, didn't get the message that he wanted the people to vote for Trump instead, that they voted for him, that could be enough votes to maybe swing the state to Harris. And that's 6 electoral votes that then all of a sudden goes to Harris rather than Trump. And so all of those folks that are gaming out the 270 that you needed to win that automatically had Iowa in Trump's category, going to have to make some major changes in terms of what's going on. Now, having said that, let me also kind of pursue this by saying, well, if that trend exists in Iowa, you might expect that trend is going to exist in other places as well. Selzer was basically saying, well, I can't speak to that because she was just polling Iowa and wasn't sure what was going to happen in any other state. And certainly other polls haven't shown a big shift along those lines. But if, in fact, the Selzer poll, the Iowa poll, was catching some trend, late-breaking trend, and if that trend is going to occur in other places as well, I mean, I can't really see why it would be occurring in Iowa and wouldn't occur in other places, especially like Wisconsin and Michigan, other sort of Midwestern states, those two being swing states, that maybe it could be, a huge trend towards Harris. On the other hand, if the Iowa poll is simply an outlier, then again, we'll be focusing on those other swing states and not Iowa.
Okay, guys, so there you have it. And a lot of people concerned that RFK still being on the ballot in some of the swing states could result in it shifting over to Harris. Of course, I'm definitely hoping that doesn't happen. But let me know, guys, what you think, whether or not this is going to be a factor, or if is RFK going to literally at the end, even though he's fully supporting Donald Trump, going to mess it up for Donald Trump? That would... that'd be tragedy. But anyway, I want to end the video here today by first of all asking you to like, subscribe, comment on the video. Appreciate all the support from everyone, guys. Thank you all for watching all the way to this point. You've watched late into the video, and I really appreciate you. The last little piece I want to show you here is former President Donald Trump. Vice President Kamala Harris actually get into a tie 3-3 in Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, with a very small population. And I just want to show you that in this clip here.
For president, 3 for Kamala Harris, 3 for Donald Trump, following the national trends. For governor, 1 for Joyce Craig and 5 for Kelly Ayotte. And for representative Congress, 4 for Maggie Goodlander and 2 for Lily Tang Williams. Do we have any others that were? No, that's it. For anyone that's interested, for executive counselor, we had 1 for Emmett Soledadi and 5 for Joe Kennedy. And for state senator, 1 for Rusty Talbot and 5 for David Rochefort. And all the rest of the races were no contest with 6 votes for each candidate. And the constitutional question, yes, 4, and no, 1. That's it. Thank you for coming.
There you have it, guys. So, Dixville Notch, New Hampshire, a 3-3 tie between Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. Hey, guys, thanks for watching the video. Remember, if you still haven't voted, go vote. If you're watching this video after the moment, then let's just hope that the results are coming in on our side. And let's enjoy the night as best we can. You'll have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video. Peace.